Alright, hello everyone and welcome to today's Gems of War video. And today we're heading into Ghulvania, a kingdom that sounds suspiciously like Transylvania, and honestly the resemblance is not subtle. This place has so many vampires, if you didn't grab the holy symbol from Whitehelm first. Anyway, Ghulvania does claim to be a magic kingdom. It is, but it gives a life bonus. So as always, max out the 4 magic squared kingdoms first, then grab Katar for its armor bonus. Only after that should you wander into Ghulvania, garlic in hand. Lots of garlic. But Ghulvania can reach power 30 and it recently got a new base mythic, so let's break down exactly what you need to max out the spooky, slightly confused kingdom. Ghulvania has 50 troops, already 11 more than you need. So 2 base mythics will do just fine. First up is Thornaressa, the red floral dragon you'll craft on your way to Chrysanthrax. She doesn't synergize with Ghulvania at all, but she hits hard enough that she doesn't need to. She's basically the vampire hunter who wandered into The Walking Dead and still get the job done. Next is the Grey King, an absolute menace in PvP. When weekly restrictions force teams into brown or purple mana, he becomes a one-man silencing machine. He destroys all gems of a chosen color, and then deals true damage, drains mana, silences, and freezes every enemy using that color. If the enemy team is locked into brown or purple, he'll just walk in, snap his fingers, and silence the entire enemy lineup. Even troops that are immune to status effects will still take the true damage. Maelstrom Dagonoth doesn't matter. If his mana generators can't cast, he's just a very angry fishy. As for Immortal Gemini, Ghulvania Immortal from Burning Chests, they're not great. Their damage is doubled in Winter's Reach, but there's no universe where you'll pick them over Immortal Glacia. You'll unlock them eventually, but Thornaressa and the Grey King are all the DPS you'll need. There really aren't any other mythics worth considering, including Queen Wilhelmina from this week's campaign pass. By the way, only buy the Elite Pass if you've earned all 1,000 stars and you want the magic books of deeds, which you might. But aside from Thornaressa and the Immortal Gemini, the only troops you can't pull from the standard chests are the Dark Court faction troops, which are only available from their portal, the Queen of Cups, which is currently only available in the Elite Pass, but will eventually be available in Cedric's Vaults, and the Undead Sentinel, which is currently only available as an extremely rare Underspire drop. As for weapons, you only need 14 weapons fully tempered out of the 18 available, and fortunately most of these are so useless that you'll have no trouble ignoring the ones you don't have. The Doomed Protector gives armor to one ally, barriers blue allies, stuns blue enemies. Sounds good until you remember that Shield of Verskaya exists and does everything better. In addition, Doomed Protector mana blocks Tesla and Ruane, 2 troops who might benefit from an armor boosting weapon on their teams. It's like giving someone a gift card to a restaurant that just went out of business. Doom Sai, on the other hand, is a must-have. It damages all enemies and converts yellow gems to skulls. Unlock it now, and then temper it later when the Purple Tower of Doom returns. Gemini's Night Star requires heavy investment in Immortal Gemini, which you shouldn't do. You'll never use this weapon any more than Draculus would use a mirror. As for Trick and Treat, it inflicts every negative status effect on an enemy and gives your hero every positive one. Every time the devs add a new status effect, this weapon gets stronger, but beware. It requires 5 copies of the Devil. If you accidentally ascended or disenchanted your extras, you can lock yourself out of crafting it until you get more copies from the vault. So, get this weapon crafted before clicking on Disenchant All. Again. As for Soul of Zathanos, it's cheap to craft, and like Trick and Treat, it's always available. It's also required for Zathanos, but it's otherwise irrelevant. Zathanos doesn't belong to any kingdom, so he's irrelevant too. This weapon is basically the spooky prop sword in the Halloween store. It's fun to look at, but you'll never use it. And the rest of Ghulvania's army is full of weapons that technically function, but will spend the rest of their lives gathering dust. Even in Ghulvania restricted teams, you'll always pick either the Doom Scythe or Trick and Treat. As for the Deathknight class, this one's easy. If you want your hero to be undead, use Necromancer. The only reason to ever touch Deathknight is to grind it to champion level 100, so you never have to look at it again. Moving on to the pets, Crimson Batling is your Kingdom Boost pet for Ghulvania, and Starry Crimson Batling is the second Kingdom Boost pet that you get from the Epic Trials, and Kelpweed is the faction boost pet that you get automatically for maxing out Dark Horde. Those are the three that you absolutely need, and the fourth pet that you'll want to max out is Moon, because this gives you a permanent 5% increase of souls gained from battles. It's not a lot, but it doesn't take a lot to be better than the rest of these pets. The rest are as useless as a vampire sunbathing at a garlic festival. 2 are at least unlockable with silver marks in PvP, but you won't need elemental bonuses in Geheron, nor will you need War Gear bonuses in Ancient Kit. So here's your quick recap. 2 mythics are enough, Thornaressa and the Grey King. Get Doom Scythe and Trick and Treat, and 12 other useless weapons that do not require Forge Scrolls or the Immortal Gemini. Level Deathknight to 100 so you never have to look at it again, and level the 4 important pets to 20, get any other pet, and call it a day. And that's everything you need to max out Ghulvania. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like. Subscribe to this channel and or follow me on Twitch if you'd like to see more of my content. And in the comments below, let me know what you thought of Ghulvania. I'll see you in the next video.